before we attach code to our game, let's take all of the assets that we've created and put it together within the level. It's going to include everything that we made, from particle effects to the audio to our character and our materials, and now we're also going to put in textures on all of the 3D models that we brought in. We've unwrapped the UVs for each one of our assets. So when we drop in a texture, for example, for our level, we created this polka dot texture, and we see the floor material, which has been brought in by Blender as an FBX file. This will also work in your 3D program of choosing, Maya or 3D Studio Max or whatever else. And you can take this texture and you can drop it onto the material here in the texture category. Okay, and we automatically see this tiled. Currently have the tiling set for 10. In our demo we had it set for a little higher. I don't remember how many it was. Was it 100? Yeah, probably was 100. 100 looks pretty crazy. This will be enough for now. Okay, now the sphere will be turning on via script, but we still want to see how it will look like. So let's turn this on. Now remember that the normals are reversed, so that means that we're looking at the sphere. We're actually looking at the opposite side of all of these triangles. So when we drop in a texture, we will see the texture overlap the inside of the sphere. But considering all of our level is going to be wrapped in within the sphere, that's perfect for us. Okay, and we see we've got a material linked to this asset here. So let's drop this in. This is going to be our sky material. Well, that's actually pretty interesting like it is. I think I might actually keep this. Of course, you can change this in the tile category. The offset simply takes in the UV map, which is here, and it shifts it to either left to right or up to down, or Y, X, or in terms of mapping, in terms of UV mapping, it's U and V for the respective Cartesian coordinates. I'm going to place this here. I'm going to turn this off again so it doesn't get in the way. So we go back to our block man, and we want to get to the actual mesh. So there's block man mesh. And considering all of this is made from one single collection of objects, right? Each object consisting of triangles, which we see here, each triangle consisting of vertices, and that all of these objects constitute our model. And we unwrap this entire thing in one UV just, once again, just to save time. So we can take in this checker texture and we can drop it on. Oh, it needs some tiling. Okay. So this will do for now. That's fine. If we make it completely white, then this will actually be somewhat wasteful of the shader, wasteful of the computational resources. So we can even go to mobile, and then we can go to diffuse. So this will only have the texture and will save us the processing resources. Okay, so that's fine. We have our blockman here, we have our level, and now let's go into the 4-window mode and make sure we have everything attached as we like it. So I'm currently I'm looking over each one of the views, and I'm pressing F so I can zoom in. Okay. Now we want to have 3 of these points spread throughout the level, and I'm not going to copy this yet because I want to attach a script to one of the essences. Just want to make sure we've got our hero where we want him. and the level size, and everything else seems to be good. And let's add the final component, lighting. So within our pane up here, we want to turn on the lights. Let's go back to our layout. Actually, let's go to the default layout. This will help us lay out the lights better. Let's find our scene. Turn on the lights. Go to Game Object, Create Other, and we'll make point lights. There's several lights which you can create, which you can actually access just via the component menu, considering they're all lights, and this will let you specify which one you would like. The directional is actually irrelevant to the position that you put it in. It is sunlight, and it will point to wherever you like. This is a little bit too much for us, so we'll keep it with point lights. Switch this to global. I'm going to go back into the 4 view mode. You can see the sphere up here. This is going to be the attenuation of the light. How much energy is going to be lost as the distance goes off. I'm going to name this. And I'm going to arrange a few throughout the level. Let's see how they look. I'm going to keep zooming in. I'm copying them by pressing Command D, Control D for those on a Windows platform. Should decrease the range. Okay. Another light at the end here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to create an empty game object once again just to put all these lights together. Lighting. And selected all these lights, and I'm going to drag it underneath the lighting empty game object as children. Okay, so now our level has textures, lighting, models, and materials.